Todd, I'm gonna need you to keep it together, okay? I'm working on your appeal.
I don't really care about the appeal. I just want to see my children. When can I do that?
I'm not sure.
What does that mean?
Blair went into court to get custody for the duration of your sentence, and if she gets it, you won't be granted any visitation, right? Todd. Will you please cool it? You can't beat up the judge and the jury and anyone else you're angry with. The only person that you are hurting with all this is yourself.
Hey, it's official. My first acquisition is CEO of Buchanan Enterprises. The Sun. Is it too early to toast?
How did you buy the Sun? Todd never would have sold the paper to you.
Well, Todd had to sell some shares to pay Evangeline Williamson. And trust me, her services don't come cheap. What's wrong, Grandpa? A few months ago, you couldn't wait to get your hands on the Sun.
You got that right, son. But not because I wanted to hand it over to Blair.
So Todd went away for 10 years. Guess I'm not the biggest loser in the town today. Aunt Betsy, $30 million that had my name on it.
Yeah,
so...
right, I forgot.
Look, I'm sorry you had to go through everything. But hey, I mean, how would you have felt if you got away with it?
Hey! Oh, Vicky, thank you for bringing her. What's wrong? I'm scared. What are you scared of? What if I never see Dad again?
Give these to your hotties at Ultraviolet. I want them on my picket line.
At Ace of Buchanan's.
Mm-hmm. Trying to bulldoze Nigel's hotel down.
I don't have time for this.
Oh, you don't have time for it? You know, us small business owners, we gotta hang together.
Oh, hey, watch you. You're calling small. Can't help you. I've got problems of my own.
Well, like Lindsay, how many times do I have to tell you, stop swimming with that barracuda?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know? You don't want to be happy, do you? Listen, honey, ain't nothing but trouble when you're messing around with the mama, when you're really in love with the baby.
Why haven't you returned my calls?
I've been busy.
You're too busy to let me know you're okay?
Okay, I'm okay.
If you want off the hook, you're gonna have to be a little more convincing. So what is it? Is it Rex?
Oh, guess what? There are more important things to worry about than Rex.
Then what is it?
I'm flunking out of school, okay?
Oh, Jen, no.
But I still have a shot.
Okay, look, I'll do anything I can to help you. We'll hire a tutor.
I don't want a tutor. And you know what? You can't help me when you're part of the problem.
What did I do?
Just let me figure this out for myself, okay?
Thanks for lunch.
You sure you had a good time? It kind of seemed like I was losing you on the way over here.
Oh, I was just thinking about what your mom said about your brother John, about how he hasn't been able to move on since he lost his fiancée. I can understand that.
Because of Al?
When he died, I never thought I'd be able to, be with anybody ever again.
Do you still feel that way?
Can't you do something?
I think it's a bit late for that.
Well, you're always telling me that you're a doctor. Give her mouth to mouth.
Wasn't that what you were doing when I walked in here?
There's gotta be something we can do.
Was Aunt Betsy drinking?
I gave her a little brandy, so what?
David, she was on medication. She wasn't supposed to drink. My God, you killed her.
please, please, please say that she's just passed out.
She's more than passed out. She's passed away.
Come on, do something. Give her the Heimlich. What are you doing? Who are you calling?
Hello, this is Dorian Kramer-Lord. Yes, I would like to report a death. My dear Aunt Betsy. Yes, I'll hold. Okay. You better tell me the whole story, all right, before they get here.
We were having a toast to celebrate the will. It was her idea to start drinking, and then she fainted, and I didn't know what to do. I mean, I tried shaking her a little bit. I don't know CPR, so I just tried to breathe life back into her, and it seemed to work for a little bit. I mean, her mouth was moving, and then she started rubbing up and down against me, and that's about the time that you walked in.
Yes. As I was saying, my dear Aunt Betsy has passed away. I don't know of what. Yes, I am sure that an autopsy will be the only way to determine the exact cause of death. Oh, she is here. Yes, at my home, La Boulée. What do you mean you've never heard of it? It's one of the oldest estates in Landview. It's a fine...
Dorian, big picture.
202 Lincoln Avenue. Yes. Thank you. Send someone right away.
An autopsy?
Well, I'm not necessarily going to ask for one, but the police might want one. After all, she died under very suspicious circumstances, didn't she?
The woman had a heart condition. She has been telling me that she's going to die ever since I met her.
The woman was very, very wealthy. The woman was drinking with you, kissing you, when it is well known that the woman has hated men all of her life. Oh, David, it looks very bad.
You gotta believe me. I didn't do anything.
I suggest you rethink that story before the police get here.
The police are coming here?
The coroner's office is probably calling them right now.
Dorian, I didn't kill Aunt Betsy. I am begging you. I am begging you. You've got to help me.
Hey, you have Jack and me now. We're family, okay?
No, we're not. Not without Dad.
I know that you feel that way.
You should have seen him. I'd never seen him so sad, and then they just took him away.
You saw your daddy?
Yes, I took her.
Vicky?
We saw him just before he was transferred to Statesville.
Well, I'm glad you got to say goodbye to him.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
I have to go to the ladies' room.
Blair, I'm sorry that I didn't get your permission to take her to see your father. I did try to call, but I couldn't reach you.
It's all right, Vicky. I'm sure I probably couldn't have talked her out of it anyway.
What?
I don't know. I mean, I know that you'll probably eventually come around to me.
Blair, she loves you. She's just really, really angry about what's happened.
And all this is my fault.
Well, that's how she sees it, yeah.
I know and I should talk to her about the custody thing. I mean, Nora said that since Todd's in prison, it's pretty much a done deal.
Yeah, well, that's up to you, of course. You might want to consider delaying that news just a little.
The little brat stole my lipstick. It's all smushed.
Starr!
You know, she was found in the bathroom, writing all over the wall, "Free Todd Manning."
Look.
This is brand new. I love this color.
I'm sorry, Roxy. Starr, this is not going to bring your daddy back. You cannot do things like
Hurry,
that.
call the police. They'll arrest me, and they'll take me to where my dad is.
I realize this is like telling you not to breathe, but you're gonna have to keep it together. You know, you might not want to hear this, but your temper is what got you into all this
To
mess
my
in the
children
first
for
place.
10 years.
Then if you're gonna think that way, I might as well stop filing your appeal.
How long is it gonna take?
It's hard to say.
Well, they've got me locked up in here for something I didn't do. They've taken my children away from me. How much worse can it get?
Well, there's always solitary confinement.
Maybe that'd better.
But then you wouldn't be given any visitation rights. And believe it or not, there are still people in your life that want to see you.
Got another visitor, Manning.
Sorry if I made you uncomfortable.
Oh, no, I was just surprised by your question because I thought you knew how I felt.
It's just, every time Al comes up, I don't know, you were so in love with him. And, well, I just keep screwing things up.
Listen, I loved Al. He changed my life. But I don't want you to get the wrong idea. He was far from perfect.
Yeah. I bet you never caught him making out with your best friend.
Well,
I still can't believe I did that.
listen, it's done. I'm over it. If I weren't, I wouldn't be here.
I still can't believe that you are sometimes.
Nobody's perfect. I've messed up tons of times. So, you know, we're just starting to get to know each other. Everything's not going to be perfect all the time.
You are. All the time. I gotta go to the hospital. Will you call me?
Okay.
Okay. Good luck with Jen.
Thanks.
Jen, don't do this. You know how I hate it when you shut me out.
Don't make this about you.
I'm not. I'm just asking you to tell me what it was you were so upset about when you called me on Valentine's Day.
Just forget it, okay?
Hey, got a second?
Riley, if you don't mind, I was just having a private conversation with Jen.
Yeah, but you're not a student. And you don't have a study partner and a test to pass.
I'll talk to you later, okay?
Thank you.
I just thought we could quiz each other. You know, I wish Marcy could beat our tutor, but she's not in our class.
Plus, she doesn't even want me around.
Like, I don't know what happened with you and her, but don't you think you might want to try and work it out? She's not a monster. She's not going to bite your head off.
I wouldn't blame her if she did.
I wish to God every day that I didn't fight with Flash, you know?
That's not your fault.
No, listen. But the one thing I learned is you have to make up for it. You can't expect them to be there. You might not get a second chance.
Okay.
Look,
I'll try.
All right. If you need to cut out, give me a signal. I'll interrupt like I did with your mom.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Look, can we just call a truce? Look, I'm so sorry about what happened with Michael, and I know I don't even expect you to forgive me.
Can we just forget about it?
Really?
Yeah. Well, things are really different between me and Michael ever since Valentine's Day.
You two hung out?
Yeah, it was incredible, Jen. I saw so many things in him that I've never seen before. Did you know Simply Red played at Capricorn?
I was there. You're a big fan, right?
Yeah. And that's why Michael got him to play in Landview for me. I don't know how he did it, but it was for me. I'm really starting to feel close to him.
I'm really happy for you.
I can't really forgive Michael and not forgive you, so truce?
You know, I figured these last few months had knocked some sense into you, boy.
This is business, Grandpa. The only reason I want Blair at the Sun is because she's the best person for the job.
Oh, please. It's a lot of bull.
Well, I would think that Kelly would be more comfortable with Blair at the Sun than at the Banner.
Damn wish shouldn't be anywhere. Except rotting away with her husband in Statesville prison.
Asa, why don't you let me handle this?
Look, you want me to be CEO, Grandpa? Unless you want to take B back right now, I suggest you let me run the place. I mean it. Let go completely or I walk.
Starr, honey, writing on the ladies' room mirror is going to get you in trouble. It's not going to get you to where your father is.
Why not?
Because Statesville is a prison for adults. No judge would ever send you there, no matter what you had done. Look, I'll talk to Renee. I'm sure she'll understand, but you're going to have to clean it up.
Thank you, Vicky. Now, tell you what else you're going to have to do, young lady. You're going to have to go over and apologize to Miss Balsam right now and tell her that you will pay for a new one out of your own money. Now, you go do it with a smile on your face.
I'm sorry I ruined your lipstick.
You're just sorry that you got caught.
Look, I'll buy you another one.
Yeah, but this is a pro brand. I ordered it from the Beauty Chalet. Special ordered it. $10.
Here.
Plus postage.
Vicky, thank you for watching over her. I know that she's a handful.
Oh, come on. I'm glad to do it.
And maybe you're right. I'll wait and tell her later that she's going to be coming home with me.
Good. Take care.
Vicky, when you saw Todd earlier, how was he?
He was trying very hard to be strong for Starr, you know, but it was killing him to say goodbye, and I expect he'll fall apart when he hears that he's lost custody.
Are you gonna see him again?
Yeah, later today.
Just give him this, please.
I thought you were long gone.
I decided to stick around till the verdict. Thought I could help. Maybe it backfired.
Well, you've done more than you should have already, Marty. Testifying for me, for what I did to you.
Well, I know there's a lot of people who would think so. But I often act as a consultant in rape cases. Just never so close to home. It's been rewarding. Felt like I had something to offer. For a while, but then, I don't know, it just didn't seem like I was doing enough. I wasn't doing anything to stop the violence.
So what'd you do?
I treat men, offenders.
It's gotta be rough for you.
Most won't ever admit. Most won't ever admit what they did. But now and then you get somebody who comes along and they want help. And they want to change. And if that means one person isn't raped, makes my job worthwhile. You're one of those people. You've changed. I can see it. I can see how you love Blair. I don't think you raped her.
Well, someone ought to teach that little klepto that she should never steal from someone who actually works for a living.
Yeah, that's right. Just from rich people.
Right on.
Yeah.
So do you finally have your head screwed on straight?
Well, did I tell you Lindsay tried to dump me last night?
Oh, baby, I'll drink to that. Order me a drink, huh?
I talked her into being friends.
And what the hell did you do that for?
I like her. You know, I've learned from her. Hell of a lot.
You know, you're telling me more than I need to know.
Not like that. Useful things. Things that'll help me get somewhere.
You already are somewhere.
I can always be somewhere better. But it doesn't matter because I've decided that I'm gonna end it with Lindsay for good.
You know, honey, you should have quit while you were ahead.
What do you mean?
Did you hear about the last guy who told Lindsay to take a hike?
Who, Troy McIver?
Right. He ended up strung up on a funhouse wheel in an abandoned amusement park.
Yes, well, Lindsay and I have always kept it totally casual. She'll be relieved.
Well, if I don't hear from you by tomorrow, I'm gonna call the cops. Later, Gator. You're a mess.
Thank you.
Roxanne?
It's cool. I'm leaving.
Need a drink?
Maybe in a bit. Have you talked to Jen?
No.
She hasn't been returning my calls, and when I tracked her down on campus, she still wouldn't talk to me.
She's probably got a lot of stuff going on.
Since Valentine's Day? And she called me that night. I answered the phone. She hung up. When I asked her what that was about, she pretended like it was nothing.
Actually, Jen did not call. It was me. I brought her home.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not surprised, are you?
No. No, I know you still have feelings for her.
She was feeling down that night, and I didn't want to leave her alone.
Did you end up spending the night with her?
I hated being on the outs with Mercy. Thank you.
I didn't do anything.
Yes, you did. You pushed me. In a nice way. If you looked different, I'd ask you to be my mom.
Ah, thank you.
Beats the one I've got.
Not bad, huh?
Sometimes.
Well, you know, keep at it, because I remember when I couldn't even talk to my dad.
You know, I'm not going to be able to do this study thing today.
Why not?
I'm just kind of bummed.
Hey, do you ever stop to think that you're not the only one with problems?
Look, I'll do it tonight, okay? Thank you, though.
You know, okay, fine, but you know what? You're only lying to yourself.
Probably. I do that a lot. In between the lies I tell to other people and the lies that other people tell to me that I pretend to believe.
What, people like who? Your mom? You know what? Okay. I gotta learn this.
Is this going to take very long? This has been a very, very trying day.
My condolences, ma'am, but with a sudden death, it's routine to question the family.
I see. Well, most of the family was out. Aunt Betsy was here with David Vickers, this gentleman, and me. I am a doctor, and so I understood what was going on. You see, Aunt Betsy had a heart problem for many, many years, and I suppose this was just the day when she decided it was time to let go.
Yeah.
At any rate, I would like to give you her doctor's information.
I believe I have that. There it is.
Good. I was going to call him and notify him, but please feel free. Now, of course, Aunt Betsy should never have been having alcohol. But she was a very, very strong-willed woman. And once she made up her mind about something, it was nearly impossible to get her to change it.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't get her to change her mind. You couldn't.
Again, ma'am, I'm deeply sorry for your loss.
Thank you very much.
If we have any questions, we'll be sure and be in contact with you.
Yes, certainly.
Thank you. How could you let me sweat it out like that? Why didn't you tell me you were going to cover for me? I am your fiancé, for God's sake. Do you not have any pity?
I might, if you come clean.
What are you talking about?
What were you really up to with my Aunt Betsy?
That's right, Kevin. I put you in charge of my company. Do what you want.
You're the witness to that.
But I don't have to like it.
Well, I don't expect the impossible. I'm gonna go tell Blair about the son.
Okay.
If I want to stand there, go with him.
You know what, Asa? I don't feel like it.
And what the hell has that got to do with it?
If he wants to have his business meeting with Blair, let him have it.
You got a hungry lion circling your nest. Get a gun.
Well, we all knew it was coming, but I guess you can never be prepared. Well, thanks for letting me know. Aunt Betsy is dead.
Was it her heart?
Don't know yet.
Wow.
Anyways, I'm going over to Dorian's just to see how she's doing.
Okay, well, tell Dorian I'll be right there. There. Can we speak for a moment, please? It's about Todd.
Hey. Well, you didn't have to come so soon.
I actually wanted to bring you something.
Where'd you get this?
From Blair. She asked me to give it to you.
You see, I told you she loves me.
Hey, I thought you were gonna study with Riley. What's wrong? Come on, you know you can pass history. You just have to apply yourself a little.
It's not that. Just, I feel guilty about my mom.
I saw her here earlier. What happened? If you don't want to talk about it, that's okay.
I was really hard on her. I made up some excuse about school. Marcy, I don't know. I don't have any proof, but I think my mom might be with Rex.
With Rex? She was his mother-in-law. Well, I hate to believe that, but I wouldn't put anything past Rex.
He swears up and down that it's not true. I don't even know if I want to know.
You still care about him?
He says that he loves me.
Yeah, but coming from Rex, that doesn't mean...
There's a side to him that you don't know. He can be thoughtful.
If you say so,
But if he's sleeping with my mom... No, you know what? I'm being paranoid. No, my mom would not be with Rex and lie to me about that.
Gosh, I hope not.
You know what? I'm gonna go right now and I'm gonna apologize to her.
You're really asking me if I slept with Jen? What difference does that make?
You're right. It's none of my business.
No, it's not. But for the record, no, I did not have sex with Jen on Valentine's Day. I was there because she needed me. She was upset.
Then I'm glad you stayed with her. So, did she say anything about anything?
I think you should hear it from her.
I'm asking you as a friend.
Lindsay, I was thinking about that. Continuing our friendship.
Which is what you wanted.
It is. But we can't. I mean, I don't think it's gonna work. So I don't think we should see each other anymore.
You know what, Marty? You had your say in court, and I really don't give a damn what you think.
Can we just sit?
Okay, you know what? I'll sit for a minute because I'm actually very curious why you would come all the way across the country to testify for a man who raped you.
He says he didn't rape you.
Yeah, I know what he said. I also know what he did.
It's what he did that I'm talking about. I know the hell that this trial has been for you. And I know the horror it could have been. When I was raped, the defense went right for my throat. They made it look like I invited that gang of guys up to have a wild night of rough sex. They managed to bring in my sexual history. I'll never forget the way the jury looked at me.
Yeah, I know. It must have been horrible for you.
And it could have been the same for you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Todd stopped his attorney from attacking you.
What are you talking about? You what she made me look like up on the stand?
Yeah, she wanted to do a lot more. She wanted to crucify you. Todd fired her. He gave up his chance of being acquitted. He went to prison to stop her from hurting you. He lost everything because Blair, he loves you.
Todd, I wouldn't read too much into that if I were...
No. Blair loves me. She wouldn't send me this if she didn't love me. She knows that I protected her at the trial. I kept Evangeline from attacking her. No. She loves me. I might get her back someday, too.
Look, if Kevin and I can't trust each other, then we have nothing. We were on our way to divorce court. We got things together. We are together now. We're having a baby.
Well, don't let your guard down, Kelly. Not as long as that cousin of yours is prowling around your husband.
I have no intention of letting my guard down. But I've decided to trust my husband. And I've also made it very clear that I will not tolerate any interferences from Blair, and she says she understands that.
You believe her? See, I know Blair. She puts up this little smile, and then she kind of soft talks you. And then she shoves a knife right between your ribs.
You think I don't know that?
Oh, what are you gonna do, honey? Just gonna stand by and let her wreck your husband's career again?
No, I'm not gonna let her wreck anything. I will do anything I have to do to keep what Kevin and I have. Anything. What happened before is not gonna happen again, I can promise you that.
Look, what do you want me to say, huh? Aunt Betsy got to me, okay? Thinking of all those years that she went without... Look, when she asked me for one simple kiss, Dorian, how could I deny her?
Of course. You being the selfless, generous person that you are.
Well.
And you earned her eternal gratitude.
Yes.
Plus, you got the spiritual gratification of fulfilling an old woman's dying wish.
Yes.
How much?
$1 million.
David, you swindled my Aunt Betsy!
Now, hold on. I did not swindle her. She wanted satisfaction, and she got her money's worth. And then some.
Why? Why, may I ask, were you in such desperate need of this nest egg?
Legal fees. Paul is probably going to contest the will.
Oh, don't give me that. However, you may indeed need money for legal fees if you're implicated in Aunt Betsy's death. I mean, what if the police get suspicious of you?
If the police think that I plied Aunt Betsy with alcohol, then... Oh, God.
I could end up being your key defense witness, your only witness. You don't have many friends.
I've never understood that. I'm such a people person. Hey, who needs friends when I got you? Thanks for covering for me.
So when he told me that, or when he actually let me think that the mob was after me.
What do you mean?
Oh, the mob. Yeah. This dangerous mob was after me, and he had to protect me, so he held me hostage and let me pretend to my family and friends and anybody who ever cared about me that I was out of the country. I didn't think I was ever going to be able to forgive him for that one.
But you did.
No, I didn't. He disappeared right after that. Everyone thought he was dead.
And then he came back as someone else.
Oh, he couldn't just come back and confront me, face me. No, he had to come back as a completely different person, somebody I thought I could love, Marty. He let me fall in love with him and marry a man that didn't even exist.
I had no idea. I'm sorry.
Well, thanks. But sorry just doesn't cut it for me anymore.
Blair, if you think Todd raped you, then for you, that's what happened.
Oh, for me, that's what happened. Because, see, I was the only one in the room with Todd at the time when he did rape me. And now that you're here, you could think that I should just be careful because you were raped, gang raped.
And if I remember correctly, I accused Kevin of raping me as well. I didn't remember things.
That's because you were drunk, Marty. I wasn't drunk.
Okay. Yes, you've got a point there, but that's not the point.
What is the point you're trying to make?
Is that you might be wrong. You might be wrong. And there's so much at stake here, you may want to think about it.
Yeah, I'll think about it. In the meantime, stay the hell away from me.
we're not gonna see each other anymore. Huh. Well, I think that's probably best.
Yeah.
Wow. I think I'm gonna miss you.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss you too.
You've been a really good friend.
Wish it didn't have to be this way.
It's for the best. Before somebody really gets hurt.
Paul?
Don't let me interrupt your celebration.
What are you talking about?
Aunt Betsy's dead. Is the champagne on ice already?
That's in very bad taste.
I've got to call the medical examiner and make sure Aunt Betsy gets an autopsy.
Time to go back to your new home, Manning.
Come on, man. I'm having fun here.
Don't worry. It's only another 10 years.
Hey, Blair. Listen, you have time to talk business? I think you're really gonna like
You know
this.
what, Kevin? I'm really not in the mood to talk, all right?
You okay?
I will be when I get home.
All right, well, listen, I'll call you later. Blair? What? Hey! Wait.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life.
On the next One Life to Live. Please, tell him he needs to back away from this.
We need you to pull yourself away from this case, John.
Oh, John was right. I'm so stupid.
Where's Jessica?